Welcome, Aries, to your March 2021 energy reading. So, looking into the tarot, this is a general reading, so whatever comes out is going to come out. Love, whatever's most important is what I asked my guides for this month for you, Aries. It wasn't that long ago I did a video for you, but I'm just trying to keep it by element because I don't know, it makes me feel accomplished when I get fire signs done, air, it just works better that way. I was trying to read intuitively, and I still will do that if I hear my guide's spirit saying to read for a certain sign. I will do that. But right now I'm just trying to get the month of March done. So if this reading does not resonate for you, it could be that it hasn't happened yet. This is only March the 5th. Or it could be that you need to look at your sun, moon, rising, and Venus sign. Venus for love and how you handle your money, or how you approach love and handle your money, to get the full picture. Okay, so for those of you who say you're a sun sign Aries, you would want to do a natal chart, but you can get that free online at Astromara or Cafe Astrology, to see where your moon placement is. Your moon is your emotions. Venus, again, love and money. And then your rising sign or ascendant sign, that's how you initiate things. That's like if you're having a new start, which a lot of signs are, I see, with Mars going into Gemini. A lot of people are taking action toward their dreams or toward their goals. Some signs I'm showing they're taking action towards their destiny. Gemini is also in, the North Node is in Gemini currently. So there's a lot going on astrologically. It has been that way for quite a while. So just trying to keep you updated here. We had a full moon in Virgo recently. Virgo is a fixed sign. It's an earth sign. It hit me pretty hard. It may have hit some of you pretty hard. This Mars, your ruling planet, going into Gemini, I'm sure that most of you, if not all of you, are feeling a shift in the energy, right? So let's look and see what we have for you. Also, for those of you who have not subscribed to my channel, I'm trying to grow my channel. So if you would hit the subscribe button, it doesn't cost anything, and it'll actually notify you when I upload videos so that you don't miss anything. And I'll be very grateful to you for subscribing. Now, let's get started. So I pulled from The Good Tarot by Colette Baron Reed, the overall energy. That's what her deck looks like. And the first card out was a Major Arcana for Capricorn. It's the Devil card in her deck. It's called Temptation because this is the Good Tarot. So in tarot, there's always good, right? So this is kind of where she goes with this deck. Temptation in this deck just says that you need to stay very close to spirit. Something's trying to tempt you, or something is toxic. Then we have the Six of Air. The Six of Air, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius energy coming out for you. It's about moving from turbulent waters into more peaceful waters. I feel that this could be a relationship reading. Now, it doesn't have to be romantic. It could be family or friends or coworkers. But in some type of relationship, I feel that you're just trying to get to a place of peace. You've been really obsessing in your head, or your person has been very obsessive, and it's about to drive you crazy, honestly, and you're just trying to get away. You're trying to, if you're not physically leaving, you're trying to get away somewhere in your mind to like a more peaceful time. Some of you may be really wanting to go to the beach or somewhere on vacation. I just see that you've been very overwhelmed by this obsessive energy, whether this is you or the other person that's obsessing. It has just taken this relationship to a toxic place, and you can no longer stay in that energy. This is like your turning point with the Six of Air. We've got to turn the situation around. Now, some of you may want to work on the relationship, and that's always good. You don't want to have karma, negative karma between the two of you, unfinished business, so to speak. And I do have kind of an unfinished business energy in this reading as I'm pulling your cards for the overall energy. It just feels like to me you're tired, Aries. You're so tired of something, some toxic behavior that someone's doing, or some obsessing that maybe you're obsessing in your own mind over the situation. It's just, you're at a point just like this fairy here, this angel, I think it's a fairy. You've just had about all you can take, right? She's passed out on top of this apple. It's like she overindulged. But for you, I'm feeling more of an obsessive energy. Somebody is obsessively, maybe it's an argument that you just always have and it's just driving you insane, okay? Whatever it is, you have to get away from it with the Six of Air. Now, I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just saying this is how you feel, right? You feel like you have to find a place where there is peace, where you are calm, where you can just relax, right? And it's coming from another person, or it's coming from a connection that is a spiritual connection, but it has gone toxic with this devil influence here. There's something toxic that's happening, that either needs to be healed and fixed, or we need to move away somewhere to find our peace, to find peace of mind again. You know that feeling when you're just so upset and you just keep fighting the same fight with a person, and you just constantly go back and forth over the same toxic pattern or cycle or argument. This is that point where there has to be a turnaround, okay? Whether you turn things around with this person and you communicate to them and you work it out and they heal whatever insecurity is causing them to obsess, then, maybe you can work it out together. But otherwise, Aries, you're ready to find calmer waters, most definitely. That's what I'm seeing. Okay, so let's see what deck to use. I'm going to use the Light Seers Tarot by Chris Ann to pull your spread this month, Aries. And let's just see what we have coming for you. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, Archangels of Light, Spirit Guides and Ancestors, show me clearly for the sign of Aries, Spirit. What I need to see, allow me to be a clear communicator, clearly communicate. Allow me to be a clear channel to receive the messages and clearly communicate them to my Aries viewers. Cross watchers, keep in mind the energies can flip-flop and cross-watching can be dangerous, so you have to be mature. You have to use your intuition. If something comes out that you don't like, please don't dislike my video, okay? I hate that, or leave negative comments. Everybody cross watches at some point in time, but you have to be mature about it, okay? So let's not what I say, show your issues, okay? Let's not get emotional and act ugly in the comments. And for my Aries viewers, keep in mind, this is a general reading, so it could resonate for you in one area of your life and another person in a different way, okay? It's not going to be the same for everybody, but the energy is what we're reading. All right, with that being said, let's shuffle the cards and pull for March. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, Archangels of Light, Spirit Guides and Ancestors, please show me clearly for March 2021 for the sign of Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, what I need to see. Okay, we have the World card. So this is a toxic, I don't mean to say toxic. I've got to put, okay, the toxic behavior. It's not necessarily a toxic person or a toxic relationship, but the toxicity is affecting this connection. Now, this is karmic because the World card is showed out. It's number 21 in the Major Arcana. It's the last of the Major Arcana cards. It says that a karmic cycle is wrapping up so that a new cycle can begin. And that's what I was feeling with this card and this card together. With temptation, you just cannot stay in this energy anymore. It's time to wrap it up. The universe is coming in saying, okay, it's a wrap. Either we heal this and move on together, or you have to kind of go your own way, Aries, because this is not growing. Nobody's growing here, okay? It's going in this cycle that can't keep going. So we have the World card. Something's wrapping up. Something is completing, okay? You want it to be a successful completion, and in the upright, I feel that it will be successful, but right now, I think we're just trying to do whatever we can to find our peace. And then the Tower, yay, right? So you have a Tower moment coming. Maybe somebody doesn't want this to end. Maybe you don't want it to end. But the Tower is God intervening. this is the Holy Spirit coming down saying this situation is built on a shaky foundation, and I'm going to do something. There's going to be a shakeup, or there's going to be a sudden event that comes in and shakes everything up and tears this foundation down so that a healthy foundation can be built. Something more stable, something more secure, something you can depend on, right? Long term. Instead of this breaking up, getting back together, fighting, not knowing where you stand, energy. Then we have the Knight of Swords. Again, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius energy. So somebody's rushing in with a message for you. They want to talk to you. They want to communicate. What do they want to communicate about? Let's see. Seem to be wanting to move very quickly. And then we have the Hanged Man. Pisces energy, major arcana for Pisces. So you have this person, probably an air sign, doesn't have to be air prominently in their chart somewhere. Air is Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, that's wanting to rush in and fix things or rush in and communicate with you. And then you have a Pisces energy here. We are in Pisces season. So I think Aries, you're kind of under that influence of, I think I'm going to hang out here and think about things. Okay. I don't want to rush things. Clearly, they're not working for both of us the way it needs to be. So I think we need to take a pause, just a temporary pause, okay? We had this tower moment, whatever this is coming in for you, and we will clarify that in a moment, see if we can find out more about that. But you just want to kind of take a pause, take a break. Oh, Five of Pentacles. I think this person feels like maybe they're not good enough for you, or maybe this is you, Aries, because the energy can flip-flop. But the toxicity is coming from that, okay? It's coming from feeling like maybe this person could do better than me. If this is not you, it's your person. Maybe this is going to fall apart anyway, right? Thinking the worst before anything bad has even happened. But this is negative thinking. A negative mindset will not bring in positive results. So Spirit's saying that's kind of the root cause of what's been going on here, and it's time to take like a temporary time out. This doesn't mean that you're kicking this person out of your life forever. You're just taking a break, okay, so that you can both kind of get a new perspective on things. And I feel there's an immaturity here, whether that's you, Aries, or your person. Somebody is just immature. I mean, spiritually. Now, they could be just immature, but I feel this is more of a spiritual immaturity. Yeah, we have the Three of Cups. So I think possibly at some point there was a third party. Now, whether that was an ex that was hanging on to your partner or to yourself that was causing conflict, or maybe mother that was interfering, butting in where it wasn't needed, or a family member or a friend that was trying to come between the two of you. The Three of Cups can speak to a third party situation that had a negative effect, okay? But you can have happiness. You can have a happy outcome. You have the Magician in the upright. It did not come out in the reverse. So I don't feel like there's anybody here that's trying to manipulate or trick you. I feel like all of the problems are coming from your person's insecurities or issues. And it's not something that at this point you can really do anything about. And I think you've kind of tolerated it to the point that you're able to actually physically tolerate it, right? Emotionally, they just had you so tore up. I saw that in your last reading, which I did in February, towards the end of the month. If you want to go back to my playlist and look at that one, you were really struggling there on what to do, whether to stay or whether to go. Then we have the Four of Wands. So you do see a future with this person. You want to be celebrating, right? Now, this could also be you looking for a place to live. Maybe you're not wanting to just take a temporary break here. Like it says, maybe you're actually looking for somewhere to purchase a home or rent an apartment. But for most of you, I feel this is a twin flame card for me. It's a Four of Wands. So it could be a twin flame connection. I know that's not going to be for all of you, but for some of you it could be. And those connections can be very difficult because you're constantly triggering each other's issues. You know, this is kind of the mirrored soul to you. So things that they do trigger maybe childhood traumas or past relationships, and you see things going a certain way, you get scared, you get defensive. But I do feel like it could lead to marriage. You could be married to this person now. Maybe if it's not in the physical that you're married. You could have a soul contract in which you're bound to this person. And I don't mean bound in a devil way, although right now it feels like you're bound to them in a devil way because it feels very toxic, okay? Somebody's issues or insecurities have been triggered big time, and it's just been a snowball from there, a snowball effect of you just wanting to run. This person wanting to run in and fix it or run in and tell you something, and you're just like, I don't know that I can even handle another conversation with you right now. Let's just take a break. Let's just take a temporary pause here. But again, Aries, whether this is you or your person, somebody here is thinking the worst, or they're very insecure thinking that they're just not good enough for you. And that's causing so much like jealousy, obsession, arguments, just petty arguments that don't get you anywhere. I think there was a failure in communication, maybe around Mercury retrograde. And it just really brought out so many issues and triggered you in so many ways. Okay, you could be dealing with a Libra. Libra, air energy is all over my table. That doesn't have to be a Libra. We also have Capricorn. We have Pisces, Gemini, Aquarius, Gemini, Virgo. So we have Libra here a lot though. We even have Sagittarius here. This is the Libra Queen, but it could be an Aquarius or a Gemini, or they could have that prominently in their chart. But this is someone who typically is very detached, but I feel like with you, you've triggered them in such a way that they feel very vulnerable. Okay, so they may go from being very loving, very needy at times, and then like a switch gets flipped and they're very detached and they're not speaking to you and they're angry and they're giving you the silent treatment. Or they could say really harsh things. I'm a Libra and I can vouch for that. We're really good, really good, really good to you. And then we take, and then we just blow up, right? So you're dealing with someone like that. If they're not a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius, that's the energy they're in right now, okay? They're also contemplating, like she's contemplating leaving just as you are contemplating leaving, okay? It's like you both need to go to your separate corners with this hangman energy, like Spirit suggesting, and just take a temporary pause, okay? We need to work through the things that have already happened and heal some things. Now, if you're sitting here saying, I don't know what I need to heal, or I don't know what my person needs to heal, I just know that we fight all the time, I'm going to pull from the depths of the sea oracle and try to get an idea. Okay, so for some of you, this is your twin flame. The Lover's card is the major arcana for Gemini. It talks about a choice that needs to be made in love. I don't feel like you're really choosing between this person and another person. I think it's more choosing, do I want to continue to put energy and love and time and effort and healing into this person, into this connection, or do I want to just call it quits and stop and go find my peace? Because the Six of Swords is also coming out in this deck too. So for some of you, that's all that you're focused on, is where you can go to find your peace, okay? Now, I know everybody says this all the time, but if you're not currently practicing meditation, that is so important for you to have peace within, okay? You have to connect with your inner higher self on a regular basis. You have to also pray and then meditate, because prayer is asking God for an answer. Meditation is actually stopping yourself, stopping your motion, because I know you're always wanting to be on the go, Aries, but kind of stopping and just turning off your thoughts to allow for God or Spirit to give you the answer, right? You have to be ready to receive the answer when you ask God for it. So I think that some of you need to meditate, find a meditation practice. You know, maybe you get up early in the morning and go outside and meditate in nature. Maybe that helps you. That helps me. Or maybe you do it in your prayer closet. I don't know, but you just need to take time out and really go within, because this person is a past life soulmate. This person is somebody that's very important to you. You care about them. You care about their feelings, and they love you as well. But there's just so much karmically going on. There's so much toxicity going on here that's not really being healed, looked at, or resolved. So that being said, let's clarify. We're going to use the Depths of the Sea by Mystic Moon Oracles. I want to clarify this Tower. Well, first let's clarify the world. Let's see what kind of what's wrapping up here, what it's needing to end here in this connection. And of course it flies all the way across the floor. Hold on just a minute, I'm sorry. Well, it's the hollowed out card. So this feeling of anxiety, just feeling, it will bring you to a point where you're just a hollowed out shell of a person. Like your mind is going 24/7. You can't focus. You can't work. You can't eat. You can't sleep. That has to end. I think that's why the Tower comes in. Okay. The Tower's coming in because we've got to end this energy. Like Aries, you're being tortured here, emotionally, energetically. You're just really struggling. And I don't think this person means to do whatever they're doing, but again, there's something here that one of you is not seeing, and it's not getting healed, it's not getting repaired, and it's just making you feel like you can't do it anymore. But I don't think that's what either of you really wants at the heart of things. You love each other. So the Tower, well, it's not going to let me know. It says it's unclear. It's just not time for you to know yet. There's divine timing at play with this Tower. It's kind of like that experience where you have to live through it to understand it. And you're just going to be breadcrumbed. You can't know the whole picture until that Tower happens to get the full effect of the lesson behind it or the epiphany behind it. Because the Tower does represent an aha moment, like a certain epiphany. Okay, so let's see. What is the issue with the Lovers here? Why are the Lovers still here in this reading? And we get second chances because I feel that both of you want a second chance. I do feel it's not over, okay? You have unfinished business, but the bottom of the deck is the Sun hat, and it literally says worn out. Aries, I feel you are worn out. Your person may be worn out too, because they just took too much energy. It took too much energy for all of this to play out. I feel that you're both worn out. You're both tired. And you just don't know what to do next. Alright, so we're going to use the Twin Flame Tarot by Mystic Moon and Queen of Light 1111 to see how you're going to be leaving March. Lord Jesus, I hope that you leave better than you came in here. Okay, here we go. The Nightmare card, Nine of Thoughts. This is not good. Okay, you have to get out of your head. Something's keeping you up at night, or this could be your person that's staying up at night. I feel that you need to communicate, okay, at some point. Yes, you need a little temporary break, time out away from this person to go within, to gather your thoughts, to kind of reflect and see what's the issue here, okay? But you do need to communicate because it could be your person who's losing sleep. Your person is really in their head, thinking over and over again, replaying conversations. If it's not your person, it's you, okay? That's how this works. But whoever it is, it's got to stop, okay? And it's only at the 9. We haven't made it to the 10 yet. 10 is when we're ending that. So please do work on that. If it's you, find your peace. Stop. This is not going to manifest anything good, okay? Sometimes you just have to give it to God and let things play out as they will. But you have to try to keep your vibration high. Now, if it's your person, I think it would help, Aries, if once you have a better perspective on things, you could call them, okay, or text them to meet to talk. I wouldn't, once an argument starts, I would just kind of cut it off from there and go to my corner again. But I think this is just something that's going to play out through the month of March. I think the best thing we can do is kind of investigate what's causing this. You know, whether it's you or your person or both of you being triggered. You know, what is it that you're doing that I can't live with anymore? And then finding out, why is that person still doing it? Like, I don't feel they want to. I feel like they want to have a healthy relationship here. Queen of Earth, nurturing. Okay, so this is self-care. You need to take good care of yourself. The Queen of Earth, she is a nurturer. She loves her family. She loves her friends. She takes care of her family, okay? She runs all the errands and cooks and works the job and takes care of everyone. And she wants to nurture their emotions. And she wants everyone to be happy. So we have that energy here of you taking a little bit of care of yourself. oh, okay. Well, there is a ghosting that happens, okay, but then we have victory. So whether the ghosting fixes the problem, which I don't recommend, but it's not the best way to resolve things, but sometimes it has to be. Sometimes you have to block somebody. Or if you do get this resolved, whoever ghosted you or whoever you ghosted, that's at a 10, okay? And we have the 9 here in the beginning of the month, and then we have the 10. So I feel like you are going to get out of your head. You are going to communicate with this person, and you will have a victory, okay? So that's good. Now the bottom of the deck is juggling, and that's what you feel right now. Like everything's up in the air, the way he's throwing those balls up. Like you're walking the tightrope. You're trying to keep everything going. It could be a card of trying to juggle 2 energies, but I don't think that for you, Aries. I really think that this is you just trying to keep everything up in the air, keep everything going, keep everything balanced, but you just feel like it's all falling down. And it may not be, okay? But sometimes these things, these towers and things happen just because we haven't been real successful in our attempt to, you know, resolve the karma between us and another. And this is just, you know, Spirit helping you out. Don't look at it as, you know, this scary thing. Even though the unclear card did come out, I feel you're going to have an epiphany from this. You're going to have an aha moment that helps you. All right, what do we have here? We have observer. So maybe you need to listen more to this person rather than being defensive or talking. Just sit back and observe and listen. If you observe their behavior, if you listen to what they have to say, you could get the answer that resolves all of this. Now, Treasure Island came out in the reverse, but it's a beautiful card, okay? I feel that there is a treasure to be had in this relationship, but right now it's delayed because there's so many blockages and issues going on. Yeah, and then we have the chaos and conflict, number 33 in this deck. Of 33 means anything to you, then take that. But 33 is a mastery number. So you are mastering some type of spiritual lesson within this connection, okay? It's not all for nothing. This person is a twin flame or is a long time soulmate of yours. And they are bringing something. It's just you've gotten caught up within each other's insecurities. You've triggered each other. But I think it could be fixed, honestly, with a lot of hard work and love and forgiveness and compassion. It's just right now, I think you need a break. You know, you just need a break. You need to get a better perspective. All right, well, I hope that helped you out. And I'm going to try to do some mid-months. Hopefully, I'll get those done here in the next week or so. So, again, hit the subscribe button so that you'll get that notification, okay? Until next time, sending you all lots of love. Namaste.